So over the years, I've had a bunch of clients tell me this. And maybe this is part of the reason why so many people have chosen me as their coach, have not only chosen me as their coach or their trainer, but they've stuck around for so long. So I've had clients, and I had it happen to me 4 times today. And this is the day after Easter as I record this video. So my last client, she says to me, she says, you know, the thing I like about you, coach, she says that you don't yell at me. Because she said to me, she just came back from a vacation, and she had talked about me on her vacation. And she said that, actually, let me blow my nose. She had said that, and this is going to be as real as it gets. I'm not going to blow my nose on camera, even though you're going to hear it. Maybe I'll silence it out. Excuse me, guys. I just want to, I'm trying to keep these videos as unedited as possible. It might be too TMI for me to be blowing my nose directly on camera, but I promise you, this video has a point. I'm still getting over being sick. But anyway, so my client says to me, she was talking about me on her vacation, and some of her friends were like, "You're gonna have some explaining to do." And my client tells me, she's worked with coaches before, and she knows other coaches would have been yelling at her and belittling her and making her feel bad. And she's like, "You never make me feel bad about my decisions." She says, "I can tell when you're a little disappointed, but," she said, "you never make me feel bad about the decisions I make." She says, "You're more focused on, instead of disciplining me," she was like, "you never let me get away with things. But instead of disciplining me like I'm a child," she said, "you always focus on finding solutions to problems." And one of the things I learned years ago is that adults don't like to be yelled at. Adults don't like to be spoken down to. Especially, people that can, not really, but, anybody really, regardless of what they're, who they are. No adult likes to be yelled at, made fun of, any of that stuff. And I've learned that just does not work as a coach. So if any coaches are watching this, and that's the approach you take, what I found is that is the easiest way to lose clients, where they just disappear. You yell at them once, they feel bad about themselves, and they disappear. Some of them come back, some of them don't. Most of them you never see again. Okay? And it goes even to, when I used to do primarily in-person training. You yell at a client, and I never really did that to clients. But I would see trainers who would yell at their clients, and they would wonder why their clients don't show up to sessions no more. The client doesn't come to the gym no more. The client tries to avoid. I remember seeing plenty of times where I would see a trainer yell at a client, and then I would see that client come to the gym at a time that they knew that trainer didn't work. Like, I was always the 5 a.m. trainer. Most trainers don't want to be at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. And so I was at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning simply because I knew that it was an opportunity for me to get clients. I'm an early person anyway, but that was my thing. Nobody else wants to work 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll work 5 o'clock in the morning. But I would see their clients would start coming to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, I'm not stepping on anybody's toes, so I'm not going to take them over as clients. But they would start avoiding going to the gym at times when their trainer would be there, just so they didn't have to see that person. Or they would just cancel their memberships altogether. So I've learned that taking that approach does not work very well. For the most part, it does more harm than good. It might pump up your ego as the trainer or the coach to be the big man on campus. And you are like the supreme being. You can just yell at people and do what you want to do, and it doesn't matter because what you say is the law. But that's an easy way to lose clients. Now, again, I don't let my clients off the hook and I don't let them make excuses, but I'm more focused on finding solutions to problems than focused on complaining about the problems and worrying about the problems. And the reason why I bring that up, I know that might have sounded like I was tooting my own horn and all of that stuff, but that's not why the reason why I bring this up. The reason why I bring it up is if you are beating yourself up for doing something that you know you shouldn't do, and that sends you down a whirlwind and the deep end of, as I like to say, playing the pity party. And then once you climb out of that pit of the pity party, you feel like you're starting over. That could be the thing that's holding you back. Now, I'm not saying you let yourself off the hook. You hold yourself accountable just like I do with my clients. But it does you very little good to beat yourself up over something that you've already done that you can't change. Hold yourself accountable. I shouldn't have done it. I said I wasn't going to do it. But why did I do it? What could I do better next time? How do I apply those lessons going forward? That's how you learn from a negative, and that's how you grow from a negative. Beating yourself up only sets you farther back. So let me know what you think about that down below in the comments. It's worked for me. I'm not going to say it's the only way to be a coach and to approach coaching, but I find that my clients tend to stay pretty long because A, they get pretty good results. They get really good results. But B, because when something's not working, we don't focus on what's not working just for the sake of focusing on what's not working. We focus on what's not working so that we can find solutions, and we spend more time on the solutions and fixing those things and making it better. So let me know down below in the comments what you think. If you need any help on that topic plus any others, also let me know down below in the comments. And if you need help on your journey, click the first link below in the description, fill out the form, and the two of us will figure out what we need to do to get you from where you're at to where you want to be.